My train was running smoothly through a landscape of tropical splendor. I was on my way to Matanzas, a beautiful seaport on the north coast, whence sugar is exported on a large scale. The chief industry is rope making. The rope is made of sisal or henequen, a tough fiber that is found in these enormous leaves. The leaves are cut at the base with machetes. They are taken to a large mill where they are crushed. The pulp is washed away and the fiber is dried and bleached in the sun. The fiber is then twisted into ropes of all sizes by modern machinery. Again, the railroad takes me through a fairy landscape. The royal palm, which is native to Cuba, abounds. These graceful trees have been aptly called the feather dusters of the gods. And now we come to Trinidad, a typical Cuban small town on the south coast, where it is decidedly hotter. The little church faces the well-lighted park, where the citizens congregate in the cool of the evening to discuss politics and other matters. On certain feast days, the ambitious young bloods of the village gather in the main street to show off their horsemanship to an admiring crowd. Here come a lot of youngsters, eager to pick up some points against the day when they shall be big enough to perform also. And here they come. Rather tough work for the horses, prancing on these rough cobblestones, and still tougher for the rider if he should get a fall. Watch it there, look out. There you are, he has done it. A good job. Well, here they come and there they go. Camaguay, near the center of the island, is an important town. The province is rich in timber, copper mines, and sugar plantations. The extensive meadows are ideal for cattle raising. The guava jelly made here is known the world over, and the Camaguay cheese enjoys a national reputation. The appearance of the town remains very much as it was in the old days of Spanish rule. The market is still held in the open streets near the cathedral. This cathedral dates back to Spanish days and is typical of Spanish architecture. In the interior, the figure of the patron saint of Cuba is displayed over the altar, the Caridad del Cobre. Here it is. The picturesque Camaguay Hotel used to be a cavalry barracks when Spain occupied the island. These enormous jars served to store rainwater before they had waterworks. The patios are famous by the final victory of the Cubans over their Spanish oppressors. We motor into this interesting town built on a hillside with its narrow sloping streets. Not far from here, on San Juan Hill, the Cubans, by popular subscription, erected a beautiful statue to Theodore Roosevelt, whom they still idolize as a token of their undying gratitude. The cathedral here is beautiful and very interesting, but many travelers are far more interested in this, the entrance to the famous Bacardi Distillery, where the famous rum Bacardi is so artfully brewed. Large stores of the amber fluid are in readiness for refill. Trucks are all loaded and ready to rush to the first steamer bound for the United States just as soon as the gong rings. A delightful way to cool off after a hot day. And as I gazed on this peaceful scene, you know, it was hard for me to picture those tragic days 35 years ago when Cervera, the gallant Spanish admiral, daringly sailed out of Santiago harbor against a